Men want you to choose them before you choose yourself.
I don't think women as a whole fully understand how psychologically damaging patriarchy and misogyny is to a man's brain because it starts from birth.
A year ago today, I got engaged and later found out he cheated on me the same day he proposed.
These men will tell people straight up that he got you at home working while he's out doing whatever he wanted. I've heard it with my own ears too many times. They will use you just like a maid. You are the maid, actually, if you're doing too much.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Joy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So today's conversation is not a new one to us, of course, but I just thought that we should talk about this because, as we all know, we live in a patriarchal world, and it's very important for us to inform ourselves of what's happening out there so we don't fall victims, because as women we are literally the targets. We are the ones that suffer at the end of the day if we are not informed. So I want us to really watch these clips together so we'll talk about them.
And then they start to view you as a toy. And the game they play with their little toy is, can I get you to value me more than you value your self-respect?
I don't know if I've ever heard it said so clearly before. I don't know if it's just narcissistic men or if it's men in general. Men want you to value them more than you value yourself. Men want you to choose them before you choose yourself. Or maybe we look at it this way. Men get offended, upset, maybe even violent when you choose yourself instead of choosing them. The game that they are playing is they want to convince you to value them more than you value yourself.
Patriarchy itself was founded on the superiority of men over women. Patriarchy teaches men that they are superior to women, that they are supposed to dominate women, and that they are supposed to be in charge. So the average man wants to subdue and be in charge of a woman because to him it is his right to exert power over a woman. And that's the mentality that has shaped the world till now. It's not like, patriarchy didn't start now. It's literally been the foundation by which our world was built. So the average man's ego is boosted when he feels like he's dominating over a woman, when he makes a woman feel less of herself, when a woman values him over her. And traditionally, women were taught that a man is supposed to be in charge, the man should be superior over you. In marriage, the man is supposed to lead over you while you follow as a woman. These are teachings that shape our society, and this is why a lot of men take advantage of women and subjugate women and feel entitled to a woman's labor, to a woman's body, to a woman's life. It's all about the patriarchy, the world of men, how men view women as their property, as something that they are supposed to dominate over, rule over, overpower. But things are changing, and it's very important for us to inform ourselves of the games they play and how this mentality can be very scarring to not just a man but a woman. This mentality can cost a woman her life. This mentality is so wrong and is so embedded in patriarchy that it needs to change. This is an open discussion, so we stay informed and not fall into the trap of these men. So let's keep on watching.
Men are not born evil just to say it. I have met some really incredible men in my life. I can count on one hand how many incredible men I've met, but I've still met them. They are far outnumbered, but I know that they exist. I know that they are there. It is about how much patriarchy was this boy indoctrinated with when he was a child, because that is the difference between a man and a monster. And I'm being so dead fucking serious. I don't think women as a whole fully understand how psychologically damaging patriarchy and misogyny is to a man's brain because it starts from birth. And when I say starts from birth, I mean the conditioning starts from birth. And Bell Hooks talks a lot about how boys are mutilated from the time they are like babies or toddlers. And when she says mutilated, she's talking emotional mutilation. Their humanity is ripped out of them and shunned as femininity. And so they are ripped away from the parts of themselves that make themselves the most human so that they can be men. You can't be human and be a man at the same time. Being a man is to transcend humanity, okay? So what kind of beings do you think this system is creating? Sociopaths. We are living amongst psycho and sociopaths. And the sexual perversion is the least of it. They are taught through patriarchy that to be a man is to be in power, whether you're in power over your own little kingdom, nuclear family, or you're in power over a company, or you're in politics. Power is the primary goal. Dominance is the primary goal. Like Bell Hooks says, most men, if given the choice, will choose power over love because patriarchy tells them that power is what they should have and love is for women and children.
Well, I think everyone would agree with me when I say the concept of romance, love, like we see in the movies, is only sold to women. This is a very, very flawed teaching because it does not exist in our society. I'm sorry. As women, we grow up romanticizing our marriages, you know, preparing for the day you come and get snatched up by your Prince Charming. Whereas a man is groomed to take over, like he's raised by the patriarchy to dominate you as a woman. He's not been taught about no love or no Prince Charming bullshit. What a man is groomed to be is to take charge, is to be the man of the house, is to dominate over a woman. Most men are taught that women are inferior to them, that they are supposed to be superior. This is the mentality of most men. In every society, they have a tag name that they call themselves, you know, the red pill men. In America, like the red pill men. In Africa, they would call themselves traditional men. They cover their toxicity with the name traditional man. I'm a traditional man. Those men that consume red pill content. Well, it's the society that we live in because like even their mothers ingrained this in them. It wasn't just taught to them by the men. It's the society we live in. Most men are not out there to love you as a woman. You know, most of us, you know, we just carry this tag of love on our head. Like, ladies, I'm sorry, but if you're carrying love on your head, you're going to fall into a lot of problems with men because that is not how they think. That's not what they see when they view you. When a man sees you, he's looking for what he's gonna take from you. Most men are taught that women are their subjects. So all they want to do is rule over a woman. They expect women in their life to serve them. They expect women in their lives to serve their needs, to give them free labor. This is what has been taught to them from a young age. These are things that their moms, their dads, society has taught them. So to them, they are just superior beings over women, and women are objects to be taken over. They are supposed to tell a woman what to do. They don't see marriage or relationship as a partnership. All they view a woman as is a property, something to be dominated over. They are taught to dominate a woman. They want to have access to your body. They want to control you. They want to use a woman for her labor. They want to get as much labor as they can from you. Emphasis on free access to your body. As women, obviously, the concept of love, romance, and the rest of it is going to land us in a lot of trouble if we lead by that alone. Because men don't think that way. Most men don't think that way.
A year ago today, I got engaged and later found out he cheated on me the same day he proposed. So
she found out that the morning he proposed to her, he texted his ex-girlfriend this. And then after he proposed to her, he texted her this later that night. As a well-seasoned woman in the dating scene, obviously I feel terrible that she had to go through that at such a young age. But it's also a really good reminder that the patriarchy doesn't sell marriage to men the same way that it sells it to women. Marriage was not invented for love and loyalty. Marriage was invented for structure and for resources. Till present day, the patriarchy sells marriage to men as find a woman to cook for you, take care of the house, raise the kids, and continue your bloodline. Whereas to women, this is how the patriarchy sells marriage.
I just remember feeling like a little girl. Growing up as a girl, I feel, maybe this is part of the patriarchy, I don't know. I always just pictured a beautiful setting, music, flowers, and I don't know, you think about this moment, it's a big first, it's a big step in life, it's a milestone. I just remember feeling that, giddy, oh my gosh, is my life going to take this next step? And this.
The love and loyalty part of a marriage is totally optional to men, which is why there are some men who are like, you know what, I also do love her, and I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings. Cool. And then there's the vast majority who do not feel like that is an add-on that they have to include in the marriage. Buying a Fitbit and putting it on your wrist doesn't suddenly turn you from a couch potato into an ultra marathon runner. In the same way that if a man enjoys being with multiple women, sliding a little object onto his finger is not going to turn him into a loyal man. People make fun of Leonardo DiCaprio a lot, but unlike many men, he actually knows what he wants. He's like, I'm not going to get married. Like, I just like being with young, pretty women, and I'm going to do that till I have ED, and who's going to stop me? As a man, he doesn't need marriage because he's ultra rich. Like, he can afford housekeepers and servants and people to take care of his house. He doesn't need to get married for that. If most men had the resources that Leonardo DiCaprio has, they would also choose the same path. They just can't afford that. So they have to purchase you at a cheaper price.
At least I would respect that when a man comes out straight and says, yeah, this is my nature, this is who I am. Leonardo DiCaprio, well, he's known for publicly dating very younger women, very beautiful women. Well, at least he's been honest, and at least he's not deceiving these women. At least everyone knows, like, we are just there for the moment. It would have been better if men came out straight and said what they wanted. But most men would not tell you their intentions toward you. Rather, they would use romance and deceive a woman into their homes and make you do free labor for them, make you give birth to their children, subjugate you, make you do labor, and when they are done, they discard you. And like, it changes nothing in their life. Most of them would deceive women with marriage and continue with their rakish behavior, because obviously that's like their nature, that's how they were made. It is we women that romanticize marriage and think it's some beautiful Cinderella story, but there's a reason why it's a fictional story. It's not real life. It's not real. It's not real. So ladies, open your eyes. Like, there is no Prince Charming somewhere coming to rescue you. Nah, life does not work that way. So like, we need to understand that men don't think the way we think. Men don't come to you looking for love. To them, you're a conquest. You're a conquest to be won, to dominate over. So it's not a matter of love for men.
I have literally heard men tell other people in the bar while talking to other women, buying other women drinks, trying to get other women phone numbers. Man, the wife at home cooking. I don't know if I'm ready to go home yet. I guess when I get hungry, I'll go. But still get numbers. They will use you just like a maid. You are the maid, actually, if you're doing too much. You're the cook, the maid, the nanny. These men will tell people straight up that he got you at home working while he's out doing whatever he wanted. I've heard it with my own ears too many times. Put the mop down, put the broom down, put the laundry basket down, put the phone down, pick up your skincare, pick up your lipstick, pick up your mirror, go to your closet and pick out your clothes. That's the only picking y'all supposed to be doing. Y'all supposed to not be no pick me. Y'all pick up y'all's self-care, makeup, and clothes, and make yourself extra. Stop doing extra for these men and do extra for yourself, okay? And when they see you putting extra effort into yourself, they're going to want to put extra effort into you too.
I remember a clip I saw of a woman in like her 50s, like middle 50s. A street interviewer asked her if she would prefer to be a wife or a side chick. With zero hesitation, she said, of course, it's a side chick. And the guy was obviously surprised. And then he asked her why. Her response was, of course, as a side chick, you get to get all the benefits, you get to get all the money with zero stress. You don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, you don't have to do anything for him except warm his bed, which is not going to be every day, of course, because you're his side chick. He has a wife, he can't be with you every time. The benefits of a side chick is obviously more. Like most married men, they spend more on the side chick, the one that does nothing for them. But the woman that slaves for them, that cooks for them, that does literally everything for them, most of them, they just ignore her and give her breadcrumbs. She gets the littlest benefits from the man. So it is literally the standards that you've placed for your man that he would continue with you with. So it's literally women that don't know their worth that suffer the most in marriages. Meanwhile, the lady that does nothing for him, he gives her everything. She enjoys the benefits because he's trying to impress her. She has higher standards than the one that is the wife that is breaking her back for him. It goes a long way to show you that you're not supposed to do anything for a man. The more you do for a man, the more he resents you. The more you do for a man, the less he does for you as a woman. Let's keep on watching.
There are straight men who do not like women. I'm gonna explain. Let me cook. Just let me cook. I asked in the football locker room once. I said, hey, bros, like, what's something that y'all like about women that's not sexual or physical or any of that shit? Crickets. So then they tried to flip it. They tried to ask me the same question. I said, okay, you know, I feel like women are nurturers. I feel like you can let your guard down a lot around women. I feel like you can be a lot softer around women. You ain't got to be on no tough guy, macho man shit all day. I feel like it's amazing hearing the female's perspective for once. You feel me? Like they sense of humor is a lot different. It's so many reasons that I can go on and on about why I like women, right? And like, then on the internet, right, we see podcasts all the time, multiple podcasts, and the hosts, they whole topic of discussion is just degrading women and just saying how horrible females are and why men need to put their guard up and protect themselves. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, do y'all like, and I don't know the name for it. I feel like we can all kind of connect and, you know, we can agree that there is a name for it. I'm not gonna say it, but it's just very, very weird. We can just call it weird. So I'd be thrown off, like, when a motherfucker say, like, oh, Mason, you a lover boy, I'd be like, how are you not? Like, damn, like, you don't like your girl? Like, what the fuck? Like, how don't you like your girl? So I personally, I don't want to put a name to it, you feel me? I don't want to get canceled, but I just want to say, don't ignore the signs. Like, any guy that gets a thrill out of degrading women, any guy that runs under his boys the moment after he get done doing some sexual shit with a girl and he goes to them to get the satisfaction and the validation for whatever the shit he did, it's a name for that shit. And I'm gonna just label it weird.
A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real. They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, it because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life. A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women, but that's because we value physical strength. We're not talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength. We're not talking about the type of strength that can run a household. And we're not putting that same type of weight. And what I would encourage, and this was the shift that I had to do, is I had to start liking the wholeness of a woman outside of sex. And then when you do that, now you appreciate the things a complete woman can bring to your life.
Young ladies, I'm going to tell you one thing that's going to help you forever. Think with your head, not with your heart, when it comes to men. Always. Because they're not thinking with their heart when it comes to you. They're never thinking with their heart when it comes to you. They're thinking about how they look, how you make them look, what they can get from you. They're not thinking with their hearts. Because they're more logical anyway. So when you're dealing with men, always think with your mind. That's the only way you're going to get what you need to get. When you think with your heart, they expect that, and that's what they use to manipulate you. Okay? They expect you to be emotional. They expect you to choose the decision a heart would make. They count on it. They bet on it. They thrive on it. Don't do it. Flip the script and say, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And if you want me, you know what the standards are. Okay? That's it.
One thing we should know as women is men do not view women the way we think they view us. Like the guy said, a woman is just a conquest. They want to be with a woman just so they can brag to their friends that they go with you. Like, she's not all that. They see a woman that is way above their league, or a woman that looks intimidating. That is the woman that they would want to conquer, cut down her wings, in quotes. So while society teaches women how to love, how to be emotional, and of course men expect women to be emotional, that is that's the point where they get women. They get us emotional, and we stop thinking with our heads. We begin to think with our hearts, because you feel like you're in love. He's the love of your life. He's your man. And then you begin to make silly decisions. You begin to betray yourself. Whereas he's only there for the benefits that he's going to get from you. He's only there because of what he feels like your presence signify in his life. He's just there for the selfish reasons that he's going to get from you. So if you must deal with a man, you have to understand that he's not coming for you with love in mind. You need to understand the concept of marriage, first of all. Like, you need to go and understand the foundation of marriage, how marriage was constituted on patriarchy. So we need to educate ourselves more. I see a lot of women making this mistake. Like, I see a lot of women just, drowning in love, romance, and love Jesus Christ. Ladies, we need to educate ourselves more. We need to understand that they are not built, men are not built that way, the way that we want them to be built. We've been lied to, I'm sorry. So the earlier we wake up and understand that it is business and treat it as business, the better for us, because that's the only way you can benefit.
There's no such thing as high value women because men don't value women.
My name's Dr. Kramer. I'm an expert and researcher in this area. And ladies, I'm going to break this down for you so well that you're never going to unsee it. This is the ambivalent sexism framework, and it is the foundation of patriarchy. Benevolent sexism rewards women for inhabiting traditional gender roles and upholding patriarchal norms and values. Hostile sexism punishes women for subverting them. Benevolent sexism creates this false pedestal where women are praised and valued. But as soon as she asserts autonomy, boundaries, prioritizes her own needs, or challenges male authority, she will be deemed low value and punished with hostile sexism. This entire framework reveals how women's value is always conditional and transactional. What gets labeled as being high value? Being nurturing, sexually available, but never too sexual. Beautiful, but not threatening. Accomplished, but not competitive. These are all characteristics that serve male interests and maintain patriarchal structures. And this reveals the lie at the center of the concept. Women aren't being valued for their inherent humanity, intelligence, or personhood. They're evaluated based on their utility to men and the patriarchal system. Women will be good or bad, high or low, based on how well they serve male interests and fantasies. Under patriarchy, no woman can be high value because the system doesn't recognize women as inherently valuable. A woman's value is always contingent and revocable, dependent on male approval and ongoing service to male interests. The entire concept is a patriarchal tool meant to keep women competing against each other for male validation, rather than recognizing that the entire evaluation system is bullshit.
And as we can see, this is a system that has existed for a very long time. It didn't just start today. This is the foundation of the patriarchy. This is the foundational problem. This is how most men view themselves. Most men think that they are superior to women. And the system favors the men over the woman. So if you're going to use the system to your advantage, you need to be aware of what it was built on. So it doesn't eat you up, but rather you can use it to your advantage. That's all you can do, because deconstructing patriarchy is good. At least we understand now, and to a very large extent, a lot of things have changed in society. Women now have rights. I'm thankful to concepts like feminism that have helped to reshape our society, and that's given women more voices and more freedom. But to a large extent, there's still a lot to deconstructing patriarchy, and women are still victims of the patriarchy. So we need to understand that this is how the system works, so that you don't become a victim of the system. So women, let's be wise out there. Let us be wise when dealing with men. Let us understand that love is a concept that is sold to women to deceive us, to subjugate us. So do not let anybody deceive you into serving them in the name of love, into giving them free labor and subjugating yourself for a man. Things have changed. As a woman, you can live a happy life with or without a man. So women are getting more educated. Women are becoming more independent day by day. I mean, the world has changed. So I hate it when I see women falling for this trap, this kind of men, this kind of mentality that is out there in the world. Do not fall for this man. We need to understand that romance, love is a tool by the patriarchy to subjugate you, to lure you in, and to keep you in slavery, modern day slavery, literally. Anyways, I would definitely like to hear your thoughts on this particular subject matter. And we've come to the end of this video. Hope you found this educating, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and of course share your thoughts in the comment section. I remain your girl Joy. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video.